I'm anointed, but I got a problem. Oh my. I'm just looking for a few honest saints today. I'm anointed, but I got a problem. I'm anointed, but I got a problem. Brother Minister, don't go too far. I need you here when I'm ready to holler. Amen. Amen. I'm anointed, but I got a problem. My brothers and sisters, at some point in our lives, I believe that each and every one of us here today can all attest to the fact that at some point we found ourselves facing the crossroad of temptation. I believe that I came to talk to some young people today, and the truth of the matter is, while they do say that there is nothing new under the sun, I do believe that our struggle has been much greater. And so I can honestly say that I believe that each and every one of you could agree with me and understand what I mean when I say that at some point we've reached a crossroad of temptation. A point in life in which we've all had to make that ever so critical choice between doing that which was right and that which was wrong. We have all experienced that moment in which we had to choose between our will and doing the will of God for our lives. Because as the Apostle Paul said, no matter how much good I desire to do, evil is always present. Don't you know that trouble got a strange way of finding you? You might not go looking for it, but trouble knows how to find you. Trouble got your phone number, it got your Instagram and your Twitter. Trouble got your Facebook, your email, it got your address. It knows how to sit next to you on Sunday morning. It knows how to look good. Trouble could come to church with the best shout, but it's still trouble. Trouble got a strange way of finding you. No matter how much good I desire to do, Paul said, evil is always present. The truth of the matter is that temptation and failure are a natural part of life. But the problem now that I find is that there are too many people who are missing the mark when it comes to living right. I believe wholeheartedly that there is a wake-up call needed in the church as we have slowly but surely slipped away from the place where holiness is more of a priority than happiness. We have gotten to the place where we have become perfect praisers, but we stop striving to be perfect people. The church, who is supposed to lead by the light that we proclaim, has found itself in a moment in which many of us are public successes and private failures, trying to lead people by a life which we are not living, talking good on Sunday but living wrong on Monday. And perhaps that might not be you. Maybe you're the one who finds yourself always choosing the wrong thing when you know God has called you to a different place. Perhaps you're the one who found yourself living in a situation past its expiration date. Maybe you're the one who has lived with a life for far too long and you've been wrestling with morally and spiritually setting yourself free. Maybe you made a decision that you're still living with the guilt of. But whomever you are and wherever you fall this morning, the universal understanding is that in spite of whatever you've done in your life, the reason why you are still here yet alive is because there is something that God desires to do in your life. I know that many of us have been in situations where we feel like we've let down the name of God, but I've come to encourage some young person to let you know that despite what's going on with you, despite how long it's been going on, there is a call and a purpose and an anointing on your life. There is something that God desires to do with you. Maybe you don't know what it is yet, but if you live long enough, God will show you and make sense of everything that's happened in your life. I'm wondering if I got a praying parent in here today who says, I know my child is called. I know they are anointed. I know they are blessed and highly favored. I know they got purpose on their life because I prayed for them in the womb. I prayed for them at night. I prayed for them when they didn't want to come home. And so I know my child got an anointing on their life. But I've come to tell some young person here today that it does not matter what you've gone through. You are still anointed. It does not matter how long you've been in it. You are still anointed. Do me a favor. Look at somebody beside you and say, neighbor, You are still anointed. I've come to let you know that in spite of your flaws, God can indeed use you. I came to let you know that the blood is still covering you, but there is something that God desires to do with you. I know it because we've all been commissioned by Christ to go ye therefore and teach all nations.